Hey friend, welcome back. This is the Daily Spark Radio.
Let's learn something fun today, together.
I'm Ryan, and sitting across from me, holding a very, very large mug, is my co-host Mia. Seriously, that mug is the size of a soup bowl.
I need it today, Ryan. I really do. It was a late night, and this is my second cup already.
Well, you are in the right place, because today we are talking all about morning drinks, coffee, tea, and everything in between.
Oh, my favorite topic. But before we get into the great coffee versus tea debate, we need to talk about why we are here.
Exactly. We always say it here on the podcast. English is about connection. It is not about strict rules.
You don't need perfect grammar to make friends. You just don't.
But let's be honest, sometimes everyday situations can feel really stressful, especially when you're learning a new language.
Oh, definitely. Like walking into a coffee shop. It sounds so simple, right? You walk in, you order, you pay.
Right. You just want a drink. You're thirsty. It should be easy.
But suddenly, it feels like a giant test, a scary exam with a barista waiting for your answer.
The music is loud. The espresso machine is making so much noise.
And there are all these strange words: grande, venti, extra hot, oat milk. It's a lot to process.
You worry about saying the wrong word. You worry they won't understand your accent.
And the worst part? The line of people behind you is getting longer. You can feel them staring. It's awful.
We see you. We know that exact feeling. Honestly, it's totally normal to feel that way.
I mean, even native speakers get confused by cafe menus sometimes. I ordered a flat white last week and I don't even know what it was.
See, it happens to all of us, but we have a promise for you today.
Yes, we do.
Talking about your favorite morning drink and ordering it exactly how you like it is easier than you think.
We are going to break it down. No fancy grammar terms, no stressful exams, just real-life, useful English.
By tomorrow morning, you will feel so much better walking into that cafe. You will know exactly what to say. So, let me ask you a question. And I mean you, the person listening right now.
Ooh, I love a good question to start the day.
Have you ever stood in front of a cafe menu completely frozen, just staring up at the board because you didn't know how to explain exactly what you wanted?
Yes, completely frozen, like a statue in the middle of a busy coffee shop.
It happens to everyone. You walk in, the menu is huge.
It is like a giant wall of tiny text, and honestly, none of it makes sense.
Exactly. They use fancy words like macchiato and flat white. It feels like a secret code.
And the sizes. Why can't they just say small, medium, and large? Why is the large suddenly called venti?
I know, right? It really messes with your confidence. You stand there trying to translate everything.
Meanwhile, the line behind you is getting longer. You can hear people sighing and tapping their feet.
Oh, the pressure is real. Then you finally get to the front of the line. The barista looks at you.
You're sweating. Your heart is beating fast.
They ask, "What can I get started for you today?"
And your brain just turns off. Poof! You forget every English word you ever learned.
Even the word milk suddenly disappears from your memory.
Yes, you just point at a random picture and say, "That one, please."
And then the worst part happens. You pay your money, wait for your name, and take a sip.
Ugh, and you end up drinking something you don't even like. Maybe it's super bitter.
Or it has way too much sugar, but you drink it anyway because you were too scared to ask.
It's such a common feeling. I remember ordering a drink in London once.
Oh.
I wanted a warm coffee with milk. I panicked and just said, espresso. I got a tiny, bitter shot and wanted to cry.
Oh no, a tiny bitter espresso. That's rough. But your morning drink is important.
It really is. It sets the mood for everything that happens next.
A morning drink is like putting on your armor for the day. It protects you.
Oh, I love that. Morning armor. That's a great metaphor.
If you start with a bad cup, the whole day feels a bit wrong. You sit on the bus feeling grumpy.
You get to work and you are already annoyed. But when it's perfect, Magic.
And people are very serious about their choice. It's a big debate all over the world.
The ultimate debate, really. Coffee versus tea.
It's almost like a personality test. Which team are you on?
Well, our listeners probably know this, but I am Team Tea, 100%.
I'm definitely team coffee. Dark, strong, and simple.
See, I like things gentle, warm, and sweet. A good cup of tea is like a hug.
A cup of coffee is like a friendly slap in the face. It wakes you up.
Well, whatever you prefer, no one should have to drink a mistake.
Exactly. We're going to figure out how to talk about both today.
No more freezing at the menu, no more drinking things you hate just because of English.
We'll give you the exact phrases you need to order with confidence. Let's get into it.
You know, Ryan, I read an incredible cultural fact recently. Across the world, people spend about 3 whole weeks of their lives just waiting for water to boil or coffee to brew in the morning.
3 weeks? That is a massive amount of time just staring at a kettle hoping it hurries up.
Right? But I think it proves something. It shows how serious our morning routine really is.
Right.
It's not just about being thirsty. It's this deeply ingrained cultural ritual to kick off the day.
Ooh, kick off the day. I absolutely love the feeling of that phrase. It sounds so much better than just saying start.
Let's break down how that actually feels for our listeners. When you use the phrase kick off the day, you aren't just casually beginning something. It feels athletic, almost aggressive in a good way.
Yes, exactly. Think of a literal soccer match.
Oh,
The referee blows the whistle, the players kick the ball, and boom, instant action. It feels very intentional. It's full of energy.
yeah, you don't kick off a lazy Sunday afternoon on the sofa, you know? You kick off a busy workday. You kick off a big project. Honestly, without my dark roast, I'm definitely not kicking anything.
I'm just sort of crawling into the day, hoping nobody talks to me.
Which brings us perfectly to why we actually drink these things. It's usually because we need a boost.
Oh, need a boost. Another fantastic visual phrase. A boost is like finding a hidden power-up in a video game.
Totally. Emotionally, saying I need a boost feels like you're openly admitting you're at like 30% battery. You're asking for a little help to reach 100%. It feels relatable.
Right. It is completely different from saying, I'm exhausted. Exhausted sounds like the game is over. Need a boost means you're still in the game. You just need some fuel.
Exactly. And it's not just about the flavor, is it? I mean, sure, I love the taste of my morning cup, but really, if I'm being honest, I'm paying for the boost.
Well, speaking of flavor and boosts, I know you tried a little experiment recently.
I did. I tried switching from my usual double espresso to gentle green tea last week.
Oh, wow. Okay, wait. Let's play a quick game. She loves her intense dark coffee. How do you think her green tea experiment went? Did she love the calm, peaceful routine? Or did she immediately go back to coffee?
If you guessed that I lasted exactly 2 days, you are a genius. I absolutely needed my coffee boost back.
I knew it. Green tea just doesn't kick off the day the same way for you.
No, it really does not. So let's give our listeners a use it tomorrow tip to wrap this up.
Perfect. Tomorrow morning, when you walk into your office or join a Zoom call, try using one of these phrases instead of your usual greeting.
Instead of just complaining, I'm tired, try saying, I need a coffee boost before we start.
Or look at your coworker and say, let's kick off the day with some tea. It sounds so natural, positive, and ready for action. Speaking of tea, I actually think saying I hate coffee is the absolute best way to reject a mug if someone offers it to you at a cafe.
Oh, absolutely not. That is way too harsh, Ryan. You should always be polite and soften the blow, you know? You don't want to ruin their morning.
I mean, if a drink is super bitter, I'm just gonna be honest. Why pretend? Let's let you, the listener, decide right now. Is it better to be brutally direct or politely indirect when someone offers you something gross?
Well, I firmly believe in being polite, which naturally brings us to a beautiful classic idiom for rejecting things gracefully. Not my cup of tea.
It's a great one. But let's talk about the emotional weight of this phrase. How does it actually feel to use it in real life?
Let's do a comparison. Imagine your friend proudly offers you a dark, intense roast. Listen to these two options. Option A, I hate black coffee. Option B, black coffee is not my cup of tea. Which one feels friendlier?
Option B, without a doubt. It feels harmless, like a very gentle pass.
Exactly. When you say, not my cup of tea, it feels like you're taking the blame. It feels humble. You aren't insulting their favorite flavor. You're just saying it doesn't match your personal vibe.
True. I guess I don't need to insult the poor barista just because the flavor doesn't perfectly suit my palate.
Right. And honestly, a lot of intense drinks are just an acquired taste. That is our second key phrase for the debate today.
An acquired taste. I really love how this one feels. It's not just a basic description, it's a whole journey.
Think of how it feels to try a really dark, raw chocolate for the first time. It is shocking, right?
Oh yeah. As a kid, I thought it was literal poison. My face would completely scrunch up.
But as you get older, your tongue learns to relax. You start to actually appreciate the deep complexity of it.
Oh.
Saying something is an acquired taste feels sophisticated. It feels like you put in the work and earned the right to enjoy it.
I like that. It feels patient.
Oh,
Like, hey, it's okay if you don't like this right now. Your brain just needs time to understand it.
exactly. You're acknowledging that the bitter notes take a little time to appreciate. So let's turn this into our practical use it tomorrow tip.
Tomorrow, when a colleague asks if you want to try a strange new snack in the break room or listen to a weird new podcast, skip the negativity.
If you don't like it, just smile gently and say, honestly, it's not my cup of tea. Or if it's super unusual, tell them, wow, that is definitely an acquired taste. Stepping away from the taste of the drink for a second, let's look at the actual cafe experience.
Oh, the cafe survival test. Picture this. You just walked into a crowded, noisy coffee shop. The espresso machine is hissing loudly.
The line is moving fast. People are rushing. It's 8 in the morning and everyone needs their fix.
You finally reach the front. The barista looks right at you, holding a marker and says, "Next, what can I get started for you?"
Hi, I'll have a large iced tea to go, please.
You survived! Honestly, that moment can be so incredibly stressful when you're speaking a second language in a busy place.
It really can be. When you desperately need that morning energy, you do not want to freeze at the register.
Let's look at the exact words Mia just used. Notice she didn't say, I want a large iced tea.
No way. I want feels a bit too direct, you know? Like a grumpy toddler demanding a piece of candy from their parents.
It totally does. I mean, it just feels harsh. But saying I'll have a feels entirely different.
It feels smooth. It feels decisive. It shows the barista that you know your daily routine, but you're still keeping things polite.
It is the perfect template. You just say, I'll have a, and plug in your drink.
I'll have a black coffee, or, well, I'll have a bitter espresso.
A bitter espresso. You're feeling very brave this morning.
Well, sometimes you need a serious wake-up call to start the day. But let's look at the very end of that phrase. I added, to go, please.
That tiny phrase is pure magic. To go has this feeling of forward momentum.
Exactly. Contrast that with saying, for here. For here feels slow.
Right.
It means you want a real ceramic mug. You want to sit, maybe read a book.
Right. But to go means business. It tells the busy staff, hey, put this in a paper cup. I'm walking right out that door and getting to work.
It feels so efficient. You're not sitting down at a table to chat. You're on a mission.
Let's make it concrete. Imagine you're next in line. The barista is staring at you, marker ready.
You just step up and say, I'll have a green tea to go, please. Simple, calm, done.
Exactly that energy. Confident and clear.
So good. All right, here's your use it tomorrow tip.
Tomorrow, when you buy your morning drink, or even if you're just grabbing a quick sandwich at a deli,
Use that exact template. Step up, make eye contact, and say, I'll have a, followed by your item.
And if you are taking it with you, do not forget to tag on to go, please. It makes you sound like an absolute local instantly. Good Good luck out there. Grabbing that cup and heading toward the door is only half the battle. What happens when you actually look inside the paper cup?
Oh, the dreaded milk and sugar station. When I first moved here, I made a terrible mistake. I used to look at the barista and literally command them, make it sugar soup.
Sugar soup. Oh, Mia, that sounds like an absolute nightmare for your teeth. I can only imagine the poor barista's face.
It was bad. I mean, they looked at me like I was a space alien. And honestly, it completely destroyed the natural flavor of the beans. I couldn't taste the coffee at all.
Well, let's save our listeners from the sugar soup trap today. If a drink has gone way past delicious and straight into candy territory, we use the phrase too sweet.
Too sweet. Notice how we say it.
Oh,
This isn't just a boring fact about sugar levels. It is an emotional reaction. It feels heavy, like a thick, unpleasant coating on your tongue.
exactly. A good morning beverage should help you relax and gently wake up. It's supposed to be comforting, but if it's too sweet, you just feel sticky. You get a weird sugar rush.
It feels like a pure mistake. You take a sip, your shoulders drop, and you feel instant regret.
Oh,
You take a sip of a terrible sugary latte and you just have to say it. I cannot drink this. It is way too sweet.
too sweet. The exact phrase. But how do we prevent this disaster from happening in the first place?
We have to control the dairy from the very start. I used to hear beginners say things like, please insert 1 millimeter of milk into my cup.
Insert 1 millimeter, like you were doing a chemistry experiment in the cafe. No, the natural, cozy way to ask is just a splash.
Just a splash. I absolutely love how this phrase feels.
Oh,
It feels breezy. It feels completely effortless, like you don't even care.
it really does. You aren't asking for an exact, strict measurement. You get a little bit of creaminess, but you don't wash out the real roasted taste.
All right, it's time for your Use It Tomorrow tip.
Tomorrow, when you're ordering your coffee or tea, don't let them fill half the cup with heavy cream.
Take control of your cup. Look at the barista, smile, and confidently say, I'll take a dark roast with just a splash of almond milk.
It saves your drink from becoming a dessert, and it makes you sound incredibly fluent. See you next time. Stepping out of the busy morning rush, our day eventually has to end.
Thank goodness. Honestly, by 5 p.m., I'm usually exhausted. But last Tuesday, I had this massive project due for work. I was panicking.
Oh no. I know exactly where this is going. You made a desperate beverage choice.
Yup. I grabbed a dark, incredibly bitter espresso at 5 in the evening.
Interesting.
Such a bad idea. I was staring at my bedroom ceiling until 3 in the morning. That tiny cup packed way too much energy. It totally kept me awake.
And there is our first phrase of the segment. Keep me awake.
It sounds so simple, but let's look at how this phrase actually feels in your body.
It feels forceful. It is not just staying up late by choice because you're watching a good movie. When something keeps you awake, it holds your eyes open against your will.
Exactly. You desperately want to sleep, but the drink refuses to let you. Listen to these two versions. Coffee makes me not sleep, or coffee keeps me awake. Which one paints a better picture of staring at the ceiling in the dark?
The second one for sure. Make me not sleep sounds like a robot talking. Keeps me awake sounds like a real human struggling in bed.
So true. Well, what do you drink when the sun goes down, Ryan? You never seem to have that problem.
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. When I have a crazy, chaotic day, I don't want anything that will keep me awake. I need something to help me relax.
Let me guess, a giant pot of herbal tea?
You know it. I brew a huge mug of chamomile tea. I specifically drink it to calm my nerves.
Calm my nerves. I love the imagery there.
Think about how it feels emotionally. When you're stressed, your nerves feel like a tangled, messy ball of yarn, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like tight little knots in your stomach. Oh, it's the worst feeling.
Yes, so calming your nerves is not just being quiet in a room. It feels like slowly, gently untangling that yarn. It's a physical release of tension.
I mean, that sounds lovely. Next time I'm stressed, I'm definitely skipping the espresso.
Highly recommended. All right, friend, it's time for your Use It Tomorrow tip.
Tomorrow evening, pay attention to how your body feels after work. If you feel tight and stressed, don't just say, I want a drink.
Be specific. Tell your family, or even just say it out loud to yourself. I need some peppermint tea to calm my nerves.
Or if a friend offers you coffee at 6 p.m., you can decline like a true local. Just say, no thanks, that will keep me awake. All right, let's take a step back and review the vocabulary we used in today's deep dive. First up, you might have heard us say routine.
Yes, routine. We didn't give you a boring dictionary definition for this.
That's sweet.
Instead, think of a routine as a comfortable, familiar path. It feels like putting on your favorite pair of old slippers. It is that warm, predictable series of actions you do every single morning.
Exactly. It is not a strict schedule. It is waking up.
I see.
It is stretching. It is listening to the kettle boil.
Right.
It feels safe. It grounds you before the crazy day begins.
So here's your use it tomorrow example for routine. Tomorrow morning, tell yourself, making coffee is my favorite morning routine. Notice how calming that sounds?
I love that. Okay, next word. You might have heard us say bitter.
Oh, bitter. Think of the physical reaction you have when you accidentally bite into a raw lemon peel, or when you drink black coffee that has been burning on the stove for 3 hours.
It's sharp. It's harsh. Your tongue immediately wants to reject it.
Interesting.
It literally makes your mouth pucker up. Your eyes might even water a little bit. It's the exact opposite of sweet and comforting.
Now, remember those phrases we talked about earlier? If a drink is too bitter, you don't have to suffer.
Just use our key phrase and politely say, "This is not my cup of tea."
Or if you want to be generous to the barista, use another phrase we taught. Wow, this is an acquired taste. That's a great callback. Anyway, your use it tomorrow example for bitter. Try saying, I need sugar because this espresso is way too bitter.
Perfect. Let's move to the third word. You might have heard us say energy.
Energy is basically the invisible battery inside your body. When it's full, you feel light.
Got it.
You feel like you can run a marathon or conquer a massive project. It's that spark that makes you want to talk fast and move quickly.
But when that battery is empty, usually around 3 in the afternoon, you feel heavy. You just want to sink into the sofa and close your eyes.
That's exactly when you need a boost to keep going. We taught you that phrase too.
We did. So here's your use it tomorrow example for energy. Tell your coworker, I need a green tea to give me some energy. It's simple, clear, and very natural.
Let's look at word number 4. You might have heard us say flavor.
Flavor is not just saying food is good or bad. Flavor is the whole colorful experience in your mouth.
Oh,
It's the vanilla. It's the dark chocolate. It's the roasted nuts all blending together.
yes. Imagine eating plain boiled white rice with absolutely nothing on it. No salt, no butter. That has almost no flavor.
True.
It's completely boring. Now imagine a rich, spicy curry. That's packed with exciting flavor.
Your use it tomorrow example is easy. Next time you try a new cafe, tell your friend, I really love the flavor of this dark roast. It shows you're actually paying attention to what you're tasting.
Beautiful. And that brings us to our final word today. You might have heard us say, relax.
Relaxing is a physical feeling. It's that deep, heavy breath out at the end of the day. It's the feeling of your tight shoulders finally dropping down.
You're not rushing. You're not looking at your watch. You are just being completely still.
So your final use it tomorrow example. Tonight when you sit down on the couch, say out loud, I'm going to drink this herbal tea and just relax.
Well, we have talked a lot about morning drinks today. I mean, my mug is completely empty now.
We really have. I think I need another cup just from talking about it so much. But honestly, I hope you are feeling a bit more confident.
Exactly. You know, I remember the first time I ordered coffee in a busy cafe abroad. I was shaking.
Oh, totally. You stand in line, practicing your sentence, and then you get to the front and blank.
Yes, but remember, the barista is not judging your English. They really are not.
They just want to help you. They want to give you the delicious energy you need for your day.
So true. If you just say coffee, please, they'll still hand you a coffee.
So, here's your challenge for tomorrow. It's a really fun one.
Next time you buy a drink, try ordering it in English. Just try it out.
Use a simple phrase. Try saying, "Can I get a," and then your drink.
Even if you just practice the sentence in your head while waiting in line, that's huge progress.
Think about the flavor you want. Think about your routine. Visualize the whole thing.
And if you make a mistake, who cares?
Right? It's just coffee. You can always try again the next day.
We want to hear from you too. We love reading your thoughts every single week.
Tell us in the comments, are you team coffee or team tea? You have to choose.
And what's your exact morning order? I mean, tell us every detail. Do you add oat milk?
I'll be looking for the people who order it black and bitter, my true coffee friends.
Oh, stop. I'll be looking for my sweet tea and latte friends.
Before we go, I just want to say, next time we're tackling something that makes everyone a little nervous.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about. And yes, I need that episode too.
It's one of those moments where your heart beats a little faster and your words just disappear.
We've all been there. That feeling when you know what you want to say, but it comes out all wrong.
Next time, we're going to fix that feeling. You'll walk away with the exact words you need.
Trust me, you don't want to miss this one.
Until then, keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep learning.
Have a wonderful, relaxing rest of your day.
This has been the Daily Spark Radio. See you next time.